Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm in a really good mood, so I decided to film a video. This past week I had a really good week in regards to school, work, life, everything. So I just thought that I would give you guys not advice but recommendations on professors that I love in the comm department, because if you're not a comm major, look into it because it's just such a good major, honestly, and you meet really amazing people. Like, there's shy people, everyone's shy, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like, everyone just kind of has an opinion of their own, and I feel like comm majors are really forced to think critically, so I feel like we think in a very different way from other people, and in-class discussions are so woke. Like, you sit there just admiring the way that people think. It's just so great. But I have 4 professors that I would really recommend, and if you can take any of their classes, do so, because they're just the most inspirational professors I've ever had, and such genuine people and always willing to help you. And like I've said in past videos, I feel like at SF State no one holds your hand and no one really walks you through anything, but I feel like these specific professors, if you just ask them for help, they will always be willing to help you. So this is in no particular order. Actually, it is in a particular order. I'm just gonna list them in the order that I've had them. So this will be my 3rd year at SF State, but I'm obviously studying abroad. So, so also this will probably be my last video that I film in the States, because I think by the time that this is up, I will already be in the Netherlands. Yeah, so that's crazy, and because I leave for the Netherlands next week. So yeah, okay, so we're gonna start off with Jade. Jade was my COMM 150 professor, and that was literally my first comm class ever, and I think it's called oral communication. So basically the class is so easy, and that one is a GE, so everyone has to take at least one comm class. They're for like GEs. So if you can take Jade Tamazi, her legal name was Jade Tamazi. I don't know if it's Jade now. I know she goes by Jade, so you can look her up through the SFSU page. And she's just so cool. Like, she's just woke, you know? And she's very relatable, and she's always willing to talk to you. Like, she even says her office hours are open to talk about anything. Like, if you need support, she's there for you. So the in-class discussions were always really great. I mean, it always varies by class, but she really tries to encourage everyone to speak up no matter what kind of views you have. Like, we want to hear it all. So she was really great. And then I went to her for a letter of recommendation for study abroad, and she was literally so freaking nice about it. Like, she remembered me, first of all. Like, I had not seen her since my very first semester in college, and like, she was like, yeah, like, you were always participating in class. And honestly, I didn't really participate that much, so I was kind of shook when she said that. But yeah, so like, she was really great, and she was so ecstatic for me, and just showed a lot of support towards me studying abroad, and really motivated me to keep going, because at that time it was getting really difficult and nothing was working out. But she was like, no, you're gonna do it, this is gonna be really great. So she really pushed me to keep going with studying abroad. So I love her. And at the end of the class, she gave us her Instagram, so I still follow her on Instagram, and she's so freaking funny. I know she has a YouTube channel too. She has a beauty channel, I'm pretty sure, so look her up. I think it's oh, what's her YouTube channel? Queer Magic. I think it's called Queer Magic. So yeah, look her up. She's really cool. I freaking love coffee. And I hate allergies. Okay, my next one was Lindsay. I freaking love Lindsay. Okay, so Lindsay Ayotte. I don't know if she will be teaching at State this year, because I also follow her on Instagram, and I saw that she said something about like new job, and then put like hashtag Skyline, which is a college, community college. But she is so freaking funny. Oh my god, she's so funny, you guys. Like, literally her laugh kills me every time. So her class was, I think, COMM 220 or 120, I can't really remember, but it was a performance class, and that one is a prereq for the comm major. Oh, such a good class. Like, I freaking loved it. And we would do warm-ups every day. And my favorite one was the banana warm-up. And it was like, bananas, 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 and we pew, bananas, pew, pew, bananas, and we pew, bananas, pew. And then we stomp, bananas, stomp, stomp, bananas. And we just like keep doing this. And we were in this tiny ass room with no windows, no AC. So we get really hot and we would be so loud and everyone else could hear us in the building. But like, we're comm majors, so we don't care. Yeah, so like it was always super energetic starting off the class and everyone was really into the class, so it was so great. We would do performances every other week, every 2 to 3 weeks probably, and I'm not gonna lie, like it was kind of intimidating because a lot of it had to be memorized. And like, you know, like I like performing but not by myself, and they're like solo performances, so I would always get really anxious going into class. But it was just like everyone was so supportive and we all just had so much fun with the performances. Everyone did really good things, and even if like there were performances that you're like what, like no one said anything about it, so it was fine. And then if you like you have to be memorized, but if you're not memorized you're not going to be like penalized like that badly, you know, you still lose a few points but it's not crazy. And yeah, like I think that class really brought me out of my shell because like I was forced to do things that were really out of my comfort zone, and I think it prepared me for my next performance class that is also a requirement for graduation. So that brings me into the next professor. My next one was Alan Conkle. Hilarious dude. He's so freaking funny. Like all these professors are just so funny. They're so cool. So Alan is an Aries and his class was COMM 545, 445, something like that, but it was called Performance Art and Aesthetics. And I can't remember what the exact course description is, but basically it was talking about like performance and like analyzing art. So I was like, okay, cool. I was not ready for this class. Like, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was not ready for the things we did. So it's very would you say abstract, I guess? Like the performances were performances you wouldn't do. Like, you know, in Lindsay's class we would do stuff like memorizing poems and then having to interpret it in a different way, or creating our own skits type of thing. But in Alan's class, what it was like, he would assign us artists and then we would look up the artist and try to interpret their art the way they would. So one that we really looked at was Nick Cave. He did a lot of like sound suits, so that was my artist and that was like my final, I guess. And then there was this other one, I can't remember the names of the artists, but like for one of my performances I think that one was the one that I was really like, oh, I did that. So you know, we were always trying to do like just really, I don't know, like really big things, I guess. Like everyone always stepped out of their comfort zone in that class. Like we, like after the very first class, so our very first performance was he gave us quotes and then we had to interpret them as we decided. And I remember this girl, I can't remember what her quote was, but she like got up and walked around the classroom and was saying, we march, we march, we march, something like that. And so then like she started like picking up people from their seats, and then, oh excuse me, okay, and they would follow her and they would march around the classroom. And as she was going, she was taking clothes off, and she had like blue taped X's on her boobs. So she would just like, every time she would take something off, so she started off with the jacket and then she had another jacket, and she would take all these layers off but she still had the X's marked. And then she walked out and walked back in, and she literally was left with like a bra or a bikini. It was a bikini, and then she still had X's on her boobs, and then said like, we all march. And yeah, so I think after that performance we were all like, yikes, we gotta be doing like the most in all of our performances, because that was our very first one, you know, where we like got to know each other. So yeah, like no one was really afraid to do things in that class, and the performance that I was kind of like, okay, that's as far as I could go. I can't remember what artist we were assigned, but this was a group one. What we did was I was wearing all black, and then my group members undressed me, and I was left like in a tank top and shorts, and then I laid down on the table, and they tied up my legs and hands, so I was like laying there like this, and then they started washing me. So like they were like washing my hands and like my face and everything, like they just washed me right there. And then they invited 5 guys up and gave them roses and then said paint, and then they were to dip the roses in red paint and then just like paint on me. And I was kind of like, oh my god, like what are they gonna do? Like, you know, like there was this one guy who would always take things to the next level, like when it came to girls. Like he was kind of creepy, not gonna lie, so I was like, please do not invite him up. And so like yeah, like at the end, like I ended up with all this paint on my face, hair everywhere on my legs, and then we put candles around me too. So it was like I attended my own funeral, honestly. So yeah, it was a really cool class. I really recommend it. It really like pushes you to do things that you wouldn't expect yourself to do, and like you meet really cool people. You get super close to everyone. Like our final, we didn't have a final, and we went to a bar. I didn't go because I'm not 21, but everyone else went out to a bar and just had drinks with Alan, and that's so cool, right? Like who doesn't want to do that? So yeah, I recommend that class too. The next one is my most recent one. So Paloma Mathern, not sure how to pronounce her last name, but it's COMM 695, and you're forced to have an internship for the semester, and it's super easy. Like you only meet up with her, with the class 3 times, and then you have to check in with her every month in her office hours. So a total of like 6 times, and then all you have to do is like you have to do a final paper, you have to submit midterm and final evaluations from your mentors, your final hours, and you have to do a fake interview and write a paper on it that's like 3 pages long, create a LinkedIn and an e-portfolio, and that's it. And it was a really cool class to have because, I mean, who doesn't want an internship, you know, like you need that. And she's really helpful with helping you find an internship. So it's great. And you get experience, great. So I had always gone to Paloma for advising because everyone always recommended her. And she was always so sweet, like just, like she's so eager to help you, like for real. Like if you want to go to office hours with anyone, I would recommend her. Or even Jerry Merrigan, she's really helpful too. But anyway, so the reason why I liked her was just because she's so eager to help. Like I said, it's so hard to get help from people, but Paloma is one of those people that's there to help you. Like she literally said that this was her dream job and that she loves being able to help people, and she literally said it was an honor to help us. Like that's freaking nice. So that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this really helps you guys, and really look at Rate My Professor. I effed up so many times by not listening to that. Like I'm like, it's okay, I'll survive, and like I survive, but the ratings are pretty accurate, so really go off of that if you can, because you know sometimes schedules are complicated. But yeah, good luck you guys. I really hope you enjoy the major. I have had so much fun, and I've met such amazing people in this major. So yeah, don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, because that's when you're gonna have the most fun. That's when you're gonna meet the most amazing people, like genuine people. That's how you do it. You just gotta be yourself, and comm majors are not judgmental at all. So yeah, have fun guys, and good luck. I'll see you guys later.